Here's your online weather briefing for Friday, September 13th, on the several tropical systems moving through the Atlantic Basin. I'm Donald Jones. We've reached the climatological peak of hurricane season, and it certainly looks like it out there, with three named systems and another area being watched for possible development. Over the next couple of minutes, we'll go through each storm and look at where it's headed and what it'll impact. We'll begin by taking a look at newly developed Tropical Storm Ingrid, the ninth tropical storm of the Atlantic hurricane season. Ingrid is currently centered in the southwestern Bay of Campeche, and a recent Hurricane Hunter aircraft fly-through reported maximum sustained winds of 45 miles per hour. The storm is drifting slowly to the west at about 2 miles per hour, and little significant motion is expected over the next day or so. As the storm meanders about the southern Gulf over the next couple of days, it'll have the opportunity to strengthen, and while the official forecast does not currently make Ingrid a hurricane, the potential does exist for it to reach minimal hurricane status prior to making landfall. Eventually, Ingrid is expected to begin moving more quickly to the northwest before curving back to the west into eastern Mexico by Sunday night. Meanwhile, in the Pacific, a tropical depression that could become Tropical Storm Manuel is expected to make landfall across the southwestern Mexico coast Saturday night and into Sunday, bringing even more rainfall to the region. It's not a good weekend to have plans in Mexico. The combination of Ingrid and the Pacific tropical system's landfall is expected to bring life-threatening rainfall and mudslides, but none of this activity will pose any threat to southwest Louisiana or southeast Texas. Further out in the Atlantic, former Hurricane Humberto has been downgraded to a tropical storm this morning, as strong wind shear continues to tear developing convection away from the center of circulation. With this shear remaining in place over the next couple of days, the slow weakening trend is expected to continue. Humberto looks to be a fighter, though, and while the storm isn't expected to impact any land areas at this time, it is forecast to begin strengthening again by the middle of next week as the shear weakens and conditions become more favorable. The storm is forecast to become a hurricane once again by Wednesday before moving over the cooler waters of the North Atlantic, which will lead to its demise by next weekend. And speaking of storms in the North Atlantic, Tropical Depression Gabrielle continues to hold on to its identity, although just by a thread. Gabrielle is moving quickly to the northeast at 25 miles per hour and may hold together for another 12 hours or so before being absorbed by a trough moving off the U.S. coast. The remnants of Gabrielle are expected to bring heavy rainfall to parts of eastern Canada over the next couple of days. Finally, a weak area of disturbed weather about 350 miles east of the Leeward Islands is producing showers and thunderstorms, but with conditions expected to remain unfavorable for development, there's little worry of this system forming into anything significant during the next 5 days. For additional weather information, please visit our website at weather.gov/Lake Charles. If you have any questions or comments about the information presented here, please post them on our Facebook or Twitter sites also listed here, and we'll be glad to answer them.